Hey everyone, it's Maddie Nedved. I'm coming to you from the Zoo Studio in Tempe, Arizona, as always. So today I'm going to talk about rejection. And rejection is something that everybody goes through, especially when you're younger. The only way that you have never experienced rejection is either your parents have a lot of money or you've been intimidating since birth, I guess. So it's something that we can all relate to and we all experience, and it happens, every day to people. It's a very common thing, but a lot of the times people don't handle the emotions and the feelings well, and it becomes something even more negative for them. So there's two types of rejection. Actually, there's a couple types of rejection, but I'm going to talk about two. One more in depth than the other, but the first one is business rejection, and obviously that would fall under the category of, an interview. If you go into a company and you have an interview and you think it goes really well and they end up not hiring you, it's business rejection. That differs from personal rejection in a couple ways. I guess the main difference for a business type of rejection is that, you can be a terrible person, you can be a horrible person, but you can still be very, very good at something. And that differs from personal rejection because, personal rejection is someone saying no to who you are, not what you know. And obviously that cuts a lot deeper, and I guess depending who you are. And it's not something that, you can go back home and practice and then go back for another interview, and be super awesome. Personal rejection it's a lot deeper. It's because someone see something inside of you that they don't want, which is always, kind of hurtful, but it's something that we all go through every day. So I guess the most effective way that I've learned how to deal with rejection, the only way that I can break it down is like this. Okay, so you've been rejected. There's someone in front of you, they say no. That no just goes, it's right here, and it just like hits you right, where it hurts. So you have this kind of ball of energy. I picture it kind of like a universe. There's this central thing, and then there's all of these other things going around it, and it just produces like this ball of energy. And most people, to get rid of that kind of energy, will go and cover it up with buying themselves, new clothes, or buying a bunch of like junk food and binging. Or if you want to be extreme, some people will even go buy a new car or react in really negative ways. And sometimes, that can be effective, but most of the time, material objects, they don't hold their value forever, but feelings and emotions, that holds value for as long as you let it, negative value or positive value. So the way that I kind of break it down is that you have this energy, and you can either cover it up with other things or you can recycle it. Either recycle, or I like to say upcycle, because you really are upcycling your energy. So, for example, I was just rejected, and so I thought, what can I do to make this a positive experience? Like what can I produce from these feelings that's going to be something positive? And what I'm really doing is just flipping it around. I'm not really tricking myself into thinking that, it's okay, but I'm allowing myself to know that negative energy can be turned into something that's going to help me in the long run, and hopefully you guys too. So I guess that was the main point. If you're rejected and you have a talent, or you're good at something, you need to go and do that. If you're a writer, you need to go write it down. If you're an artist, you need to go paint a painting. You need to do something that you can read or that you can talk about. You can write a speech about something you're really into. You can make a video, but you need something that you are going to be able to visualize or speak or verbalize, that is going to replace those feelings inside of you. And if you can do this, it takes practice, but if you can if you can effectively take this ball of energy inside of you and upcycle it and turn it into something positive, it'll make you absolutely indestructible, you know? I mean, it's almost the key to life, honestly. It's very close. But just being able to tell yourself that you can take a negative experience and turn it into something positive, people are going to respond to that. And you know what? I want to say, you know, half the time that a person is rejected, either personally or from a business aspect, people change their minds all the time. Like, I went in for an interview a long time ago. Like, it was, I don't know, last year. But I thought that the interview went really well, and I was positive. I was absolutely positive they were going to hire me, and they didn't hire me. And so I went to work with another company, and 2 weeks later they called me and they were like, "Hey, Maddie, like, please come work with us, please." And by that time, I had already upcycled my energy and upcycled it into this other company that was doing really positive things for me. And so hopefully by the time that the people that have rejected you figure out that, you know, oh, this person does have value, then you'll be moved on to something else that's going to be more positive for you in the long run. Oh my gosh, this hair is killing me. So that was my main point. I just wanted to really touch hard on the fact that it's important to stay away from covering up feelings like that with other things, because it really just stacks on top and it doesn't do anything for you emotionally. So like I said, you know, if you're good at something, go do it. It's going to make you feel better, and you're going to have a more positive outlook, and you're going to be able to tell yourself, hey, I'm really, really good at this, and I'm not going to be rejected anymore because I'm going to work on this, and I know that it's going to be positive for me, and, you know, I'm going to go down a different path, and it's going to be one that's better for me because I'm working on this now, and other people in the future are going to see that. And so that is my main point, and that's how I kind of broke it down for myself. You know, I have been rejected so many times by, you know, on a business front and on a personal front, and I've been really working on recycling that energy. And so I guess the way that I recycled it today was by making this video. And hopefully you guys have gotten something out of this. I hope that you are semi-inspired, and I challenge you the next time you're rejected to not cover up your feelings or hide from it, but you need to embrace it, and you need to transform it into something that's going to be good for you. And even, you know, that goes for anything that happens in life, anything negative that happens to you. Obviously, everybody goes through different experiences, but there's always, you know, a main format that people need to have to help them deal with these issues. So that was kind of my rant for today. I'm about to get back to work here, but thanks for watching and listening. And next time you get rejected and do something awesome for yourself to make yourself better, you should let me know. I'd love to hear your stories, and I love your comments. So please keep in touch, and I hope you guys have an awesome Thursday.